Good afternoon. I'm Lena Wynn.
And I'm Juan Fernandez.
Bullets fly on a Southland freeway, shattering glass and lives. A brother and sister were shot while driving on the 210 in Fontana this morning.
KCAL 9's Dave Lopez outside the hospital in Colton with an update on their conditions. Dave?
Well, on the good news, according to the family, they are not in a life-threatening situation, even though the brother was shot in the head. According to the family, who do not want to go on camera, they are making a good recovery. As far as the investigation goes, there is extremely little evidence to go on. And detectives, the CHP, they're asking for anyone who was on that crowded 210 freeway going westbound this morning, if they saw anything suspicious, anything that may have looked like gunfire, please give them a ring, because this is certainly a very brazen and bizarre shooting. The bullet-riddled driver's side door of this black Honda Accord. CHP investigators say as many as 8 bullets may have been fired into this moving car during rush hour this morning, 6:40 to be exact.
With as many bullet holes as we see in the car, we're just lucky that other people driving on the freeway, as crowded as it usually is, that nobody else was hit.
2 people inside that Honda Accord were shot. CHP identifies them only as a brother and sister who were rushed to Arrowhead Regional Medical Center in Colton, where, according to family members, they are listed in stable condition and should make a full recovery. The brother was driving. He was shot in the head. The sister was grazed in the shoulder. Somehow, after he was shot, the brother was able to steer the car over to the right side of the freeway without crashing into anyone. Whoever did the shooting, detectives say, was driving a 4-door gray Honda. Detectives say they don't know if there was 1 or 2 people inside that car. The shooting occurred westbound 210 freeway in Fontana, not far from where the 210 and the 15 merge. Detectives say the freeway was crowded, but the only person detectives would confirm who told them anything about the shooting was a truck driver. They aren't saying what he told them or if his truck had a dash cam that may have recorded the shooting. Detectives would say nothing else except that he gave a statement and left. Detectives aren't saying that this was a case of road rage, a random shooting, or a target hit, but using this car as a prop. Remember now, both vehicles are moving on the freeway and it's rush hour traffic. All of the bullets had entered the driver's side. There could have been as many as 8. All of them entered either through the window or through the door of the driver's side, indicating that whoever did the shooting was right on top of that car. Family members were at the hospital but did not want to make any comment. When asked if there was any reason why someone would target them, one of the family members said, "We have no idea."
Yes, sir.
So again, the wide search is on. The clues are very few. One thing detectives have been able to tell us, all the indications are that this very unlikely was road rage. Back to you.